Hey all, welcome to the first United We Stand tournament match. I have Sue, or Cassandra Dragonheart here, commentating
Hi,
with me
guys.
today. She's the holder of the event, so welcome, Sue.
Thank you, thank you.
So what do we have here today?
We have first bracket, first match is Inferno Storm, Mason Firethorn, Pyromancer, Jonathon Emeraldsword, Thaumaturge, Blake Stone, Theurgist, and Myrna Dreamcaster is a replacement. She is the Diviner.
Okay.
They are going against Shadow Arcane, consisting of Jacob Shadow. Excuse me, that's a hard name to say. Shadowsword, Necromancer,
hmm
Alexander Lionheart, Thaumaturge, Devin Stormsword, Diviner, and Ian Lionshield, Conjurer.
Very nice. Let's see. And so it looks like they did a very nice job on suppressing the myth player Blake Stone right there with that uh, vaporize with a double plague on stop, so he can't cleanse it off himself. He's going to have to use a rank 0 myth spell or some myth spell of some sort to remove that. So, um, and it looks like Shadow Arcane is going first.
Yes.
Okay, so Infernal Storm, they're putting up a huge, it looks like they're putting up a huge defense right now so far. Let me see.
You need to take off my wings. I'm having a hard time seeing the match.
I'm gonna turn off bubbles for now, so I won't be able to see whispers, um, unfortunately. But and then close my chat box, just because I have the smaller resolution, so then it's not as laggy as usual.
Very interesting.
hmm
Um,
Hmm.
Devin just played a um,
Conviction.
supercharge.
Oh, supercharge.
I thought he played a
Ouch.
supercharge. Maybe I was wrong.
Hmm.
I saw a 90% flash up on my screen. I
Okay.
could be wrong because he still has pips, so it
It
was a conviction.
it must be. Hmm.
Must have been his conviction.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Shoo.
And so Blake is already going to go with the offensive start right here. He's throwing out Forest Lord. I think we're pretty soon, sooner than
We're used
we
to.
knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder what kind of plan he's got, because now he's left open, or his teammates are left open to a lot of damage, and unless he has Empower, he's not going to be able to build up pips as quickly. Unless let's see, it doesn't look like have a there aren't any balance players in this match, it seems. So whether we might see a treasure donate, we might not, but I think a donate is due right now for Blake. Pierce Train goes off, so that's going to rip off one of the, I think that's a tower shield that they just placed up, yeah. So one turn negated, unfortunately, for Jonathan there, when he could have played another card. Unfortunately, that is going to be, let's see, yeah, unfortunately that is taken down.
And unfortunately, it looks like we have somebody who wants to be funny, and
Hmm?
it's not coming across that way. This tournament was designed to have fun, to bring people into PvP, and we have a replacement player on Inferno Storm, and she's not getting the rules.
Oh, Infernal Storm?
Yes, unfortunately.
I'm not seeing any of the chat whatsoever,
Yes.
so, um, oh, okay. Did we allow for sub player? Because I figure the original person might want to.
We did not allow for sub players, but we've already had two teams that had to make substitutes after they signed up,
Mm-hmm.
with the understanding, though, that that sub continues um, throughout the match, because it wouldn't be fair to them to not win a prize if their team goes all the way through.
Right, right. So yeah, they will have to use these four from here on, and there's a leave,
Right.
so this
And
tournament
she
is
left.
nulled, unfortunately. So maybe we can match them up with the other team. I mean, this is sad to say that I don't. I feel like just by policy, just by convention, that this would have to disqualify Infernal Storm. You know, not only did they use a sub,
Yes.
you know, opposed to their main member, but they're also that sub also left, I'm guessing.
Yes, she did.
So here's the Doom and Gloom by Shadow Arcane. So they are going to, you know, they don't have any healers on their side, but they don't need that. It seems like it's a full offensive team based on massive damage, or at least slowly inflicting damage until the opponents are just suppressed into a checkmate. So this would then would this set up Shadow Arcane versus the wildcard team by default?
We can set up. They would actually go against the team that got the bye. Sassy.
Yeah, that's the wildcard
Yes.
one, right? Okay.
Yes.
Huge hit from Devin right there. Stormlord going over 1,500 damage per. Yeah. And it seems like that's the first stun used by Shadow Arcane. So right now, this is what I'm talking about, why conviction is very important. That once they've been hit by that Stormlord, now they're subject to 4 more hits without being able to intervene with that. So more defenses by Alexander right here, protecting them from the dragon ticks. Very important to reduce as much damage as possible, especially when using Doom and Gloom, when heals aren't available. So
Very much so. It's very nice to see a 4v4 team, well, 2 4v4 teams that aren't stacked. That was one of, excuse me, the other major rule in this tournament. We did not want teams with dual or triple schools.
True. Now, do you know if
show what a mix of schools can do? Do I know if Sassy?
Yeah, I wondered if Sassy is available at this moment. We could.
No, I know they are not available until tomorrow.
Okay. I would say that a group forfeit would be when all 4 decide to flee or something like.
Yes.
It seems like they're still wanting to still wanting to hold on to this, which is commendable, definitely. I mean, outnumbered, going second. I mean, most players would be intimidated by that and might feel discouraged, but it seems like they're still going through this. So.
They're still going for it. They just said we need to kill somebody else on the other team, and then we'll be okay.
So that's going to further suppress heal with the entangle on top and the infection onto their life player. So life player throughout his pips too early, I think, with that Forest Lord early on.
Yes.
So that would give Shadow Arcane the security in hitting and not worrying that he can recover. Plus that Doom and Gloom anyways would have kind of suppressed that anyway. So
yes. And it looks like they're building up pips very heavily on Shadow Arcane.
Yes, they're going for a major coup de grace, then major combo strike, probably from 3 or 4 players, if so. Because at this point, especially looking at Inferno Storm's pips, they don't. Shadow Arcane doesn't have that much to lose. They toss out all their pips right now.
It's the only problem with this particular arena. It's hard to run around, and I always run into poles. I'm glad you're doing the live stream camera and not me. Jonathon is sitting on a lot of pips himself as the balance wizard, but his health isn't looking so good.
Oh, there was a balance. Is there? Fire,
Jonathon
ice.
Emeralds.
Oh, he's ice, I think. Right?
I see ice. All right. See, shows
He's
you what
ice.
I know.
It's okay.
that fiery judge throws me off.
Mm-hmm.
And there goes a
Snow
Angel.
Angel. Hard to shield against. I mean, ice shields are, unless you have a pig with snow shield, going up against a Snow Angel,
Yes.
always dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Here comes a retort, Snow Angel.
Yes.
So let's see what the other side is. I mean, if he gets like a critical of some sort.
Yes, and he's got some blades on him. So.
Yeah. But
We
no
shall see.
critical there. Let's see if there's a gargantuan applying it. Since I'm seeing double digits, let me see. Maybe it'll get, number will be bigger on this end. Oh no, it looks like it's a regular then.
186, 100, and 194.
Because normally it's 100 to 600, so unless the other side doesn't have any resist, it might be like a monstrous on there or strong. It wasn't too much of a boost.
Yeah, I have a feeling Shadow Arcane has some resist.
Mm-hmm. Especially off the take on Alexander there, but it was over 100, so I'm guessing there was a small sun card applied to that one.
Yes, they have quite a bit of resistance on Shadow Arcane. Lower 40s at a minimum, looks like. And Jacob is still sitting on a bunch of pips, and so is Ian. Well, Ian looks like he's got about 4.
So the other side, they're going to be aiming straight for the ice player from now on, because the other two will be taken down by those Snow Angel takes very shortly. And their life player is not able to react with that infection, doom and gloom, and entangle up at the same time. Here's a Garg Frog, so this will push the other two players other than Jonathon down now, so he's left to fend it off for himself against 4 players. And that's to be very difficult, especially going second with the doom and gloom up.
Very difficult. Been there, done that.
Yeah. Plenty of times, yeah.
Yeah. Can be done, but it's no fun.
Because one really important use of Doom and Gloom is also to prevent Ice Wizards' spritelys from being as effective, especially if they have large heal boosts. So that slows the recovery down. That means the Ice Wizards are not even with I don't know 5,000 HP if they allowed that, it wouldn't be as scary with as long as Doom and Gloom was up.
Correct. And Devin just hit with a Tempest that went critical.
Oof.
Did not get to see what it hit for. I was on the other side of the ring.
I think it was blocked on both players that it hit.
Okay.
But now it's just down to the ice player, Jonathon.
Down to the ice player, Jonathon.
And he's gonna polymorph, it seems, so this will take it to the end. So he was trying to go for a heal kind of boost, and it looks like he has a snow shield pet. Very nice. Let's see. See, it looks like this will be ending soon, John. I mean, polymorphs are great for,
PvE.
yeah, for like clutch heals if needed. But
Yeah.
then, if against, I mean, you always need your resist, and basically you're throwing away all your resist, through that. So my recommendation is to not use polymorphs, especially in PvP. Um,
Yes.
unless for example, I've seen a really great example used by Angel Winterbreeze, who went on who played a 1v1 in an ice tournament, I think, and he used the Ice Colossus polymorph for the 80% resist to any ice attack. So unless the other side had Converse, they couldn't really do anything against him. Another myth AoE, so this will take out Jonathon under the life polymorph form. So this is it. Shadow Arcane does take on. Um, yeah, they will take a victory in this match.
We're gonna hold on that. I've got the team leader of Shadow Arcane saying he would actually prefer to redo this match and give them a more fair shot, since their Storm player decided to leave.
Okay.
Normally it would be single elimination, but they're feeling it was not a fair match to the other team.
Understood.
We're going to have
Now,
a
did
private
they-
meeting real quick.
Okay.
So I am going to mute myself. I'll be back in just a few, folks.
Right, sure thing. Okay, so let's see. If you're just joining us, it seems like there may be a rematch here, but we're gonna see. We're gonna review some basically some rules here and whatnot. Let's see. I mean, it is commendable by Shadow Arcane to allow or at least ask or request for a rematch, because I mean, Inferno Storm did use a substitute who had left. I mean, they actually weren't even aware of the culture within our community here in terms of PvP, and so they were basically being really disrespectful and contradicted what the point of this tournament is about, and so we're kind of reviewing right now what we're gonna do under that. Let's see. Alright, we're going to take a short intervention and figure out what goes on here. I'll be hopping back on to let you know whether or not we are going to have a rematch, or if Shadow Arcane will be moving on with playing the right now wildcard team, Sassy. So, be back in a bit.